my beautiful butterflies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Beverly and it is lovely to see you today. In this video I'm going to be talking about different types of divination that I would love to learn. So grab a cup of tea, let's get to it. So divination is an amazing tool in the arsenal of any witch out there. It's a great way of seeing into the future, of communicating with spirits, of communicating with guides and ancestors. It's just a really important part of what we do. And I have kind of been dabbling a lot in divination, but there are a few different ways that I would really love to in-depth know and be able to use. So that's what we're talking about today. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, but let's get to it, shall we? So the first thing I'd love to learn is tarot. At the moment I am diving in. I have so many bookmarks in this book. It's a really good book, definitely recommend. It's the Modern Witchcraft Book of Tarot, your complete guide to understanding tarot. I'll leave a link to it down below. It's such a good book. I've got so many pages that are marked and notes that I've made from this book, and I'm basically using this book and a Rider-Waite tarot deck that again I'll leave a link to down below. Every day I just pull 3 cards and that's how I'm learning it at the moment. There are a lot of cards, there are a lot of meanings and things to learn with tarot, and as you all know, I have memory issues to do with my chronic illnesses, and so learning different things, learning lots of information is difficult for me. So I'm taking lots of notes, I'm doing my best, we'll see how it goes. But at the moment I'm really enjoying this. I'm looking forward to knowing the cards better and understanding them better. It's just a really great way of communicating, and doing readings for different people is really fun. So that's the first thing that I'd like to learn, tarot. The next form of divination is pendulums. Now, I have a love-hate relationship with pendulums. I struggle to use them. And a friend of mine, Beth, suggested that maybe the type of pendulum that I was trying to use was not right for me. So I ordered from her shop an amethyst. And if you can see, it looks like it has the moon phases on it. Isn't that beautiful? So I'll leave a link to this down below so you can get yourself one if you'd like one, but these are beautiful, and I have found this morning that it was more receptive to me than other ones I've tried. Pendulums are great for if you want to choose things, like say you've got 3 different things that you want to choose from, you can hold this over and see which one's right for you. It's also good for answering yes or no questions and for communicating with spirit. So it's just a really useful thing to be able to do. I don't fully trust pendulums because I shake a lot with my illnesses, and any little movement will make the pendulum move. And so I struggle with that a lot, but I am determined to find a way of making this work. I have tried stands, I've tried all sorts of things. I've tried all sorts of things to try and learn pendulums. So if you've got any tips for shaky hands syndrome, definitely let me know. But yeah, this is gorgeous pendulum, and I'm looking forward to getting to know it better and working with it. Next up is planetary stones. I actually thrifted this set of planetary stones a while back, like a couple of months ago, from a local shop. Basically it's a bunch of I don't even know if I can show you, a bunch of crystals that all correspond with different planets, and you have a board set up, and where these land on the board determines the answers to your questions. It can read the future, that kind of thing. It works a lot with astrology, and it came with this little information booklet, and I have not been able to find out much information. I've looked on YouTube, I've looked on Google. Not many people seem to do planetary stones, but I do think that this would be really fun to look into. So considering I got them from a charity shop, I am looking forward to trying to learn how to read these, because I think that they would be really great. There's 11 planetary stones and a casting set which illuminates the forces influencing us and thus helps us foresee the future. So it seems just really fun, and it seems like the sort of thing that you'd get like at a fair or something, because it seems quite homemade. But yeah, that's something that I definitely want to work. work on in the future. So if anybody comes across any information about planetary stones, or you know anybody who casts them and reads them regularly on their channel here on YouTube, let me know down in the comments, because I would love to find out more about these. The next thing I'd like to learn is runes. I thrifted this book at the same time that I got the planetary stones, so a couple of months ago, and runes are ancient. There are many different types of runes, but this is for reading, casting and divination. Each stone basically has a different sign on it, and you cast them and read them depending on how they fall. I find this really interesting. I've been trying to read them for a while and not getting very far, so I'm looking forward to actually sitting down and reading this book and finding more people maybe here on YouTube that read them regularly, say do monthly readings or something, so that I can kind of see how other people use them. But runes seem really, really fun and really interesting, and I actually have a set of runes that are really nice upstairs, so I really want to try. I want to give it a whirl. So if you regularly read runes, or you're interested in reading runes, or you've started reading runes, let me know down below, because I just want to talk runes with people. Next we have Tessyomancy, which is reading tea leaves, and oh my goodness, if you've been on this channel for a while, you'll know I'm a tea addict. I love drinking tea. I drink tea here on the channel quite regularly in my brew and review series, and I have to be honest and say that Tessyomancy really fascinates me. I definitely want to save up and you can get these teacups that are specifically made for Tessyomancy, and they have like the different sections and things on them, and I have a little tiny wee book. It's probably about this book, called Tessyomancy, which I'm going to read. But again, you'd think there'd be more information, but it seems to be something that is not done as much as tarot. Like you can find, I follow about 20 people who regularly read tarot cards. Tarot seems to be the go-to for divination. Pendulums are very popular, but some of these that I'm talking about wanted to learn are not done all that often anymore, and I'm not sure why. I'm assuming because Tessyomancy, although it seems like everybody in England will probably be doing, a lot of us just have bagged tea, like we drink Yorkshire tea on the daily, and so it comes in a little bag, and so I think that's probably why. But I would love to learn how to read tea leaves. I think that'd be so fun, and I'm sure like my ancestors would have read tea leaves. It seems to be something quite folky and countrysidey, and my relatives, I've been doing my family tree, and they all seem to have come from quite small areas and countryside areas, and so I can imagine people reading each other's tea leaves. I'm probably completely wrong, but I think that just seems so like connecting back to the past, which is something that obviously I love to do as a vintage witch. So that's so fun. And the last thing is bibliomancy. Now bibliomancy is basically you turn to a random page in any book and you read the first thing that comes to you, and that will answer your question or give you some guidance in things. And I have a book in my room that is actually spelled for bibliomancy, and any page that you go to in that book will answer that question. And I thought it was just something that it had to be spelled that way. I remember I bought it at like what's the word I'm looking for, like a spiritual fair, and the author was there, and she was like, I asked my guides to make it so that anywhere in this book somebody could open the book and that day it will answer their questions. And I used to read it every single day, and I haven't for a while. I must dig it out and start doing that every day, because bibliomancy is something that's so simple, like anyone could do. Everybody has books, and if you were a closeted witch, it could be it would be a really easy way of using divination without anyone knowing what you were doing. You could hide in plain sight that you were doing divination. So I think that could be quite a fun thing to look into. And if you would like me to do videos on any of these subjects more in depth, definitely let me know down in the comments. I always love hearing from you guys. I always love getting ideas for videos and hearing what you want to see from my channel. So let me know down in the comments if there's anything specific that you would like to know more of that I've spoken about really lightly here. And also let me know down in the comments what you use to divinate. Are you a tarot reader? Do you do charm casting? Is there something that I said I want to learn that you're like, oh my goodness, I know how to do that? Let me know all the things down in the comments. And while you're down there, why not leave this video a cheeky little like if you enjoyed it, because I would really love to know that you liked this video. And last but not least, if you like my content here on the channel, if you like my face, why not click that little subscribe button and join the Butterfly family? We would love to have you as part of this little fun, supportive corner of the internet. So click that little subscribe button and ring that little bell so you always know when I upload. I'm usually here Mondays and Fridays, my health permitting. I always do my very best to be here with you every week, twice a week. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. It's just a little fun, what I'd like to learn in the future. Let me know all the things that you are learning at the moment down in the comments. Why not grab a cup of tea and kick your feet up? Check out this playlist that I've put together for you. I would really love it if you stuck around for a little bit longer. I hope you're having a lovely day today. Take care everyone, and I'll see you next time. Bye!